go.
Hi, and welcome to our PowerPoint of Evidence and Chain of Custody by Shannon Frost and Caryn Culp. Physical evidence. Physical evidence is any object that can establish that a crime has been committed by leaving prints behind at the crime and the victim. Examples of physical evidence would be fingerprints, footprints, handwriting, tool marks, tire marks, or even firearms. Trace evidence. Trace evidence is physical evidence that results from the transfer of small quantities of material. This would be transfer of soil, wood, gunshot powder, or even residue. Transit evidence. Transit evidence is very temporary evidence. This type of evidence is easily changed or lost. Usually, it's observed by the first officer at the scene. This includes odors such as perfume or cigarettes, temperature, like the car hood or the water in the bathtub, and imprints and indentions, like teeth marks in foods. Biological evidence. Biological evidence is any type of evidence related to someone's DNA. This includes any person related to the crime scene, like blood, saliva, sweat, tears, hair, or even bone matter. Conditional evidence. Conditional evidence is produced by a specific event or action. This evidence is important when reconstructing a crime scene and determining the set circumstances or sequence within a particular event. Examples of conditional evidence would be headlights, direction of travel, temperature, condition of fire, or doors and windows. Chemical evidence. Chemical evidence is any residue left over from liquids such as poisons or drugs. This would be glass, soil, cleaners, gunpowders, metal, and other materials. Chain of custody. Chain of custody is a written document recorded of all people who had possession of an item of evidence beginning at the time of collection. This shows seizure, custody, control, transfer, and analysis. Documenting. Documenting shows what happened to the evidence from the time it was found to the time it was presented in court. This includes who found it, where it was found, who took custody, and where the item was stored. Evidence transmittal sheet. An evidence transmittal sheet is a document of the chain of custody for the listed items of evidence. This includes a list of all items of evidence that are numbered consecutively. This continues the consecutive number onto more than one sheet if needed. Our references are Miss Maresh. Thank you. Goodbye.